Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. Welcome to my new studio. And it hasn't taken me more than a couple of hours to put this together. So now, Thelma's up here singing. You can't hear, I haven't got any of the volume turned up. But this is a concert that she did. It was an Easter concert on Good Friday of 1999, April 2. That's where I got the February. April 2, 1999. She had just returned 3 months earlier from her trip to Israel, and she was presenting a concert. So I've got that going in the VCR here, the old two-head VCR. If any of you have a good working four-head VCR and you would like to sell it, let me know, okay? I don't want to have to pay an exorbitant shipping fee to get it from Puerto Rico or wherever, but I'm looking for a good working four-head VCR to replace this one. This one's working and I'll keep it, but I would prefer a four-head because I think it's a better quality output. Anyway, this is my old 1981 Akai. I can't remember the model number, doesn't really matter. An Akai reel-to-reel, 7-inch reel. This is one of Thelma's tapes. I don't know which one it is. I loaded all my tapes tail out. That's why it's over here on the take-up reel. I have to rewind it because the best way to pack a tape like that is to slow wind it onto a reel. So all of my reel-to-reel tapes are loaded tail out. So you have to rewind them before you play them. And when you play them, you're done, you put them away. That's, if any of you have reel-to-reel decks, that's the best way to keep your tapes. And I've got one of my two. I have two of these Tascam 202 MK3 professional cassette decks, double cassette deck. I have another one out in the storage shed, out in the barn. I had 5. We had a pretty good cassette tape duplication program going, where I could make 10 tapes at a time off my professional equipment. This is not professional equipment. This actually is a professional cassette deck. And down here I've got my Pioneer receiver, which has a radio, amplifier. I've got a couple of not great speakers. They're General Electric speakers that came with a stereo that I bought probably back in 1975 at Kmart. I was working at Kmart at the time, and they had one of the first quadraphonic where you had front speakers and rear speakers. Ooh, you didn't get the rear speakers, but you had to get your own. The quadraphonic stereo record player, blah, blah, blah. And these are the speakers from that. And they're still great speakers. Not great speakers, they're good speakers. I had a set of better speakers, and I don't know what happened to them. I had them in the studio that were better matched to the receiver here. But these work fine for what I'm doing. They're sure better than the little tiny speakers on everything else that we get these days. And I've got my Koss K6, I think these are K6A. Yeah, K6A headphones. I love Koss headphones. I think I bought these back in 1981. I've had to replace the ear cups on them once. I had 2 pair. The other one pair stopped working on one side. This pair still works. I love them. My favorite headphones. I don't use them a lot, but when I need them, those are my go-to headphones. I've got some other cheap Radio Shack ones I bought when they were going out of business. Anyway. So, yeah, and this is my new little, I'm not using it right now, it's turned on, and the VCR is feeding into it, and this is the HDMI cable that's feeding the monitor. I'm not actually recording any of this. I've recorded this already, so I don't need to. This is the USB flash drive sticking out the end that would be recording onto it. So, that's new. I'm going to use that to record stuff off the reel-to-reel, off the cassette deck. I've got a whole bunch of old cassettes from family stuff from back in the 1970s that we recorded during Christmas, family Christmases and things like that. So I've got a lot of work to do. A lot of work, and it's all real time. None of it's high speed, nothing. But it will all go, I'm planning to put it all onto that flash drive. Not all at the same time. It won't all fit. I can put stuff on it, take it off, put it on the computer, process it, burn DVDs, whatever. I have ordered some DVD dash Rs. I think I said that the other day, to replace the DVD plus Rs that may not work as well in some players. So I'm going to do dash Rs from now on, I guess. Unless I find out those don't work. And our DVD player is old. We bought it at Walmart. It died the week after the warranty ran out. We went back to see if we could buy another one, and they had the exact same model, display model. Maybe I said this the other day. Display model with no remote. I said, I don't care, I got the remote. Have a good day, folks.